Virginia?
I was a ballet dancer from the age of 5 to 13, so for 8 years. I was constantly made fun of. I was constantly ridiculed. I had 2 older brothers who were also ballet dancers, and I had a family who was incredibly supportive. But ballet dancing gives you tremendous confidence, so you really don't worry about it too much. So I think a lot of my confidence as an artist and as a filmmaker came from those early years of my mom and dad supporting me as I was fleeing my way through childhood.
So how'd you relate to the children who were also dancing inside the documentary?
For me, when you look at a film like this and you see these kids who for the first time are so scared and think it's kind of goofy or weird when they start dancing, but then once they start doing it, you see the pride come out of them as they start to accomplish something. You can see how much better they feel and how they stand a little straighter and their voices are a little louder. They're a little more sure of themselves. I think that dancing does instill a tremendous amount of confidence in you because you overcome something that you see as being something you can't do, almost like it's unattainable, or it's almost like not even something you should try. So I think when you see those kids do it, it's really beautiful, and I really related to that.
And as executive producer, what challenges did you have to overcome?
I mean, for me, it's always getting the money to make the movie. When you're executive producing, a lot of that falls on you. Of now you got to help us find the checks. You got to help us find the way to finish this. And we called tons of people. We got some great people on board to help. And luckily we had a tremendous talent in Pierre, who as the focal piece of the film, I think makes it a lot easier for someone to want to step in because he's a really lovely presence.
And also, as a documentarian. Yeah. We are a website for young people. So what would you give advice for young people who would like to make their own films?
For young people who want to make their own films? Yeah. I mean, the greatest thing I tell people all the time now is, now you have a camera, you have a computer, you have a good idea. You can actually make your own movie now. You don't need somebody to give you $1 million. You don't need somebody to give you $100,000. I tell people all the time, just start making your movies, start shooting them, invest your time, invest your sweat equity, and the more you do that, the better you'll get. And I mean, you guys, young people today have access to so much more technology than I ever did growing up. And you're seeing these kids who, even before they graduate from high school, are making some of the most beautiful, incredibly creative films. And I can't even imagine how hard it would be to get into film school today. Like when I got into film school back in 1991, I think it was a lot less competition. Now, everybody and their brother is making amazing films, and it's great. I find that's really inspiring to me.
Anything else you want to talk about the documentary?
No, you should go see it, Dancing in Jaffa, as soon as you can.
All right.